Thank the chairman and the former chairwoman for lending their voice to this, and so I strongly support the resolution. I'm proud to be an original co-sponsor. You know, multiple protests have occurred in Venezuela with thousands of people gathering to staunchly reject the status quo in Venezuela. In response to peaceful protests by students, President Maduro has lethal force that has used lethal force has resulted in the deaths of more than a dozen Venezuelans. Many more have been wounded and even more jailed by the regime. But I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Chairman, I'm inspired by a former retired military officer in Venezuela, General Angel Vivas, who stands in defiance at his own home, in defiance of his arrest by President Maduro. And he says here, I have the right to self-defense. He's become a folk hero for standing in defiance of the government. Economic conditions continue to worsen. There have been rumors that Cuban troops have been assisting the Venezuelan government in managing the protest. I'm concerned the U.S. government is not doing enough to stand in solidarity with the Venezuelan people who seek freedom and opportunity. And I second the comment you just made, Mr. Chairman, that this is Venezuela's 1776 moment. You and I have had the conversation that in the Ukraine and in Venezuela, folks are seeking self-governments. They're resisting oppression and seeking liberty. The U.S. has a strategic national security interest in Venezuela. It's in our hemisphere, but Venezuela is a mere 3-hour flight from U.S. soil, a major transit route for cocaine, heroin destined for the U.S. It possesses deep ties to FARC, Cuba, Russia, Iran, and it's allowed these actors access and influence in ways that are harmful to U.S. interest. Secondly, Venezuela has large proven reserves of oil estimated in 2013 at 297 billion barrels. The economy in Venezuela should be more robust than it is. There's a Wall Street Journal front page article today that shows lines of Venezuelans in line for basic commodities at the supermarket. They've gone weeks, if not months, without toilet paper. The bread lines are very evident. But this article talks about President Maduro calling for carnival season to begin early. Folks to go to the beaches and start partying. Is this not President Maduro's let them eat cake moment? When the folks in Venezuela are suffering, he has the opportunity and the power and the economy and the tools in the economy to do things differently. I think the United States has not only a vested interest, I think we have an obligation as the beacon of liberty in the free world to support the Venezuelans. I think that's what this resolution does. I think it's a great first step in urging the Department of State to take credible actions to respond to the erosion of freedom in Venezuela. I think we can do more. I have an amendment that I'm not going to offer today, but hopefully we can consider sanctions on Venezuela going forward. I think that's important. That's a tool that we can use. And so I want to end my comments with thanking you for your leadership on this issue. I want to thank retired General Vivas for his stance, inspiring Venezuelans, inspiring me. As a beacon of someone that understands private property rights and understands what the word liberty really means. So I look forward to swift passage of this, and I yield back.